Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. Man, oh man, it is a beautiful Sunday evening in Nova Scotia. It rained hard yesterday, so not much to do yesterday. And today, I didn't get a chance to come out till later in the day. I've only got about an hour of daylight left, man. So I'm not real sure what I was going to do. I was hoping to get out earlier, so I'm packed as if I was coming earlier. I don't know if I get a fire going or not. It rained so hard yesterday, I don't think I'll bother. I think I'm going to dig through my pack for my backup and show you my new stove. I made a little Altoids tin stove. So I've been working my way upstream here to Chickadee Rock, taking video. You'll see that in shorts through the week. So, man, just glad to be out. That's all. Beautiful, beautiful evening. Sun's just about to slip below the horizon there. And if it gets dark, it gets dark. I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. Oh man, I really wish I had got out earlier. Oh well, it is what it is. I've captured a lot of really great video downstream there where it was so rainy. Yesterday, the little creek is running pretty good there today. So let's see what I got here. It's going to be a lot of stuff I don't need. So that's just my tea kit. I'm going to make a special tea today. I'm going to need gloves. I don't need paracord. Hopefully I brought it. I'm sure I did. I sure did. I'll show you this up close here in a minute. My Altoids tin stove I just made this weekend. I need my fire lighting kit. What else do I have? What else do I need? Man, I even lugged in my Saker mini chainsaw. I've got it in that pack because I thought I was going to be in soon enough to get a fire going, but I don't think I'm going to be. My dual wall mug with coffee napkin, and I brought a piece of Chaga in today instead of tea. So we're going to have a nice Chaga tea here in the woods. Is that everything I need? One more thing would be my canteen and canteen cup. There we go. I'm just going to put my elastic band right there. I'm not going to forget it's there. Canteen cup. All right. Let's get this underway. Let's find a level spot. Yeah. This here's not looking like too bad of a spot. Try that. Let me get down here. Move that out of the way. Just gotta kind of adjust as you go here. Now, my Altoids tin stove. Check that out. That's a pretty small package right there. I better make sure you guys can see me before I go on. Okay, let me grab this first. I'll show you up close here what we got. So we got an Altoids tin. Ranger banded crossbars. Sorry, that's not going to want to focus. Crossbars there, ranger banded to it. I've got a 60 ml bottle of methyl hydrate, elastic banded to that. So that gives me 2 ounces of methyl hydrate, which should be more than enough to boil water. I won't put all that in. And my little Altoids tin stove. So now once I get the ranger band on that, off that, I can show you the inside. I have burned this once as a test in the shed, and there's a video on that, and it worked really good. But I don't know if that video will get posted now that this is getting used here tonight. We'll see. So that's it. Altoids tin, stove, yellow fiberglass insulation on the inside, metal screen on top of that, crossbars off one of those wick stoves you get at the hardware store. Your local home hardware is a good place to get those. And just a dropper bottle with 2 ounces of methyl hydrate. Let's get her set up. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is get my water ready. That way, as soon as I light that stove, I'll be able to get cooking on it. Because doing chaga instead of tea or coffee, where I'm doing chaga, I want to give it as much time on the heat, bubbling away as I can. Plastic band, I'll put that right there. So, get my canteen cup and my mug. I'm going to measure out my water. Turns out all these mugs are pretty well 2 cups of water. And my chaga is going to take some of that because it's dehydrated. I'm going to dump that in my canteen cup. There we go. My water is good to go now. I'll put the lid back on my cup. And I got my chaga there. So let's get the stove going. I'll show you the chaga after I get the stove going. Better get it set up and make sure it's going to be okay here. I'd rather it be like that. So I got to remember that one's the one to pick it up from. So I'll put those crossways like that. Now I get some methyl hydrate here in the dropper. Now I should bring you in really close for this part, I guess. I'll zoom you in 1 sec. All right. Dropper's empty there now. Let's take this off for a sec. Just dump a bunch of methyl hydrate in there. That's a little bit more than half. Top back on the bottle. Now let's throw a spark at that and see if we can get it going. Here we go. Did we? No. There we go. We got it now. Now that stove doesn't need bloom time, as you can see. It's just going to go right from the get-go. So I'm going to get the water right on it. And since this isn't your normal tea, I'm not too worried about it getting to a boil before I put my chaga in. I'll show you this before I put it in though. This here's just a little chunk of chaga I brought. For my tea, it's bigger than I really need. I don't know if I can get that to focus or not. Probably not. Anyway, chaga going in the pot. Okay, I suspect that's not going to take long to boil, but I'm going to want it to come to a boil and stay at a boil for as long as possible. That chaga's already starting to color the water though, so that's cool. Move some stuff around here. Now there's going to be little bits and pieces come off that chunk of chaga, so I am going to use my pour over device just to run this through a filter. That way I don't get all the little chunks. Not that the little chunks are going to hurt you, they're certainly not. This is only my second time trying that stove, so I mean, it's not, this has only just started a couple minutes ago and I've already got bubbles in the bottom of it, so that's good. Now my filter. Get it right in there. It's more of a strainer in this application. And put it aside for a minute. Cool. I'll bring this back when she starts to boil. My stove is just puffing its way out. My my water never came to a boil, so that's a little disappointing for that stove. It did boil in the shed, but it took 10 minutes. I put a good amount of methyl hydrate in it, but I mean, it got hot enough to tea that chaga. I got colored water. That's all that matters, I guess. So I'm going to make sure that stove's out. Yes, it's well and truly out. So that's okay. I'm going to put my chaga tea there. And I got one more thing I wanted to do, so I'm gonna throw some more methyl hydrate into that and light it again. I got I would say less than an ounce left. It'll be enough for what I'm about to do. Hopefully it doesn't explode when I dump it in here, or light on its own. There we go. I suppose it'll evaporate right quick where it's already hot. Maybe. You know what, I'm not even going to fool around with the fire starter. I got a bit here. Okay, it's going. He's going again. Yeah, I brought a little treat. Yeah. Good old Vienna sausages. I'll just tip that up so that I can get a hold of it. So let's pour my chaga tea while my Vienna sausages are heating up. Yeah, that water's nice and colored. And like I say, I'm just straining this, that's all, so I don't get a bunch of chunks. And there we go, that's good there. I think I can smell my Vienna sausages starting to get hot. Now, this here was in what? This. My chaga tea is nice and dark. It's wonderful. Chaga is one of the, if you're looking to start into a mushroom you can dehydrate and put in tea, I recommend you learn about chaga. It is the least offensive to the taste. It takes no getting used to. Chaga is a very good one, man. I would like to normally simmer that for a lot longer than it did, but it colored the water nicely, so I'm just out in the woods having an experience, man. It's all good. Let's see if I can get a stick to pull those off. No, I got my glove. That'll work. Okay, it looks like my little Altoids tin stove is burned out again. But this was only a test, right? I'd only tested it in the shed before right now, so my other alcohol stove works a lot better. I would have boiled the water and heated those on that. Chaga just makes water taste better, man. Right? It makes it smoother, gives it a little texture. That stove's just puffing its way out there now. Let's see if we can get these Vienna sausage off. Pretty sure they're hot. One last puff out of that stove. Oh, I almost grabbed it. Man, I'm not smart sometimes when it comes to hot stuff. I'm just going to leave that for a second and get comfy here. Oops, I'm definitely not going to lose that piece of trash. I just want to get comfy and be able to see the brook rattling by. That's all I'm after. Ooh, almost grabbed that can again. Bring my Vienna sausage over here a little bit closer. And my Chaga tea. Just breathe it in. Just breathe it in, eh? I'll breathe in a couple of these here sausages. Looks to be hot. Oh yeah, they're hot. Woohoo! Hmm. Gotta love tiny hot dogs in a can, man. Vienna sausage, Chaga tea, a rattling brook, Chickadee Rock. This is it, man. This is what is right here. Sunday evening, just getting dark. I brought a trick for that. If it does get dark, we'll look at later. We'll try it out even if it doesn't get dark before I'm ready to leave. It's just something I saw the other day and wanted to try it. Speaking of try it, let's try another Vienna sausage. Woo! That's good. Not a breath of wind here tonight. It's pretty nice. Nice and cool too, right around 0, I would say. Maybe 1 or 2 degrees Celsius, but I would say closer to 0. Oh, I'm glad I get to sneak out for this. Oh, we get twofer. Oh man, that's awesome, eh? Very, very good. Some nice Vienna sausages. Can't beat hot dogs in a can. A nice cup of Chaga tea, man. Mmm. Does not get much better than this. It's getting on dark there now. And that's okay. I'll tell you why. Because I was watching a video yesterday. It was awful rainy yesterday. So I was watching a video and I came upon a Mors Kachanski video. For those of you who don't know who Mors Kachanski is, you should Google the man. He's a pretty interesting fella, a Canadian bushcrafter. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that he was one of the first people to really use the term bushcraft. But real survival guy, famous Canadian survival instructor. And I was watching one of his videos on YouTube there yesterday, and it was so rainy. And he was showing how to make a candle lantern out of a juice container or a plastic container. So all he had was like an emergency candle, a plastic juice container that he cut the top out of, ran some string as a handle, and used that as a candle lantern. So I looked around the house yesterday, and of course I had everything I needed. So I made one. So this is my Mors Kachanski candle lantern. It's just a juice container, orange juice container, an emergency candle, and some copper wire as my handle. I chose copper wire because I can like kind of spread it out some away from the heat from the candle, I think. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Mors said in that video that he was using one of these walking through the woods in a snowstorm, and fellas on snowmobiles saw him from 2 miles away, and they came to check out what he was because they could see the light from his candle lantern. So it's not going to be full on dark when I'm trying this, but we'll see. Now the candle doesn't stay like that. It's candles like that, and I'll light it, and then I'll shove it. Ow, jeez! I'll slide it down into this kind of like that into the plastic. Now that it's in there, I won't hurt myself. There we go. So that'll give me enough room to light it with a lighter. Then I'll just work it down to the level I want it. And then I should have a windproof light that apparently you can be seen for 2 miles away with. We'll see. I got everything all packed up there now. So I figure I'm about ready to head her back down the hill. Got lots of really nice video. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm going to post those in the form of shorts. Lately, I've been trying to post a short every day, if I can. Oh well, good times. I'm going to throw my mug in my pack and get it on and get moving, I guess. We'll see how good our candle lantern actually works. See if we can get it lit and keep it going all the way down the hill. That would be cool if we could. It's pretty cool how light that is. You can just hang it from just about any twig on that tree, man. Okay, let's zip this guy up. Carried an awful lot of stuff in here to have use my Altoids, my smallest stove. I was ready to have a fire in here tonight, but you know what? Once I get in here, I just didn't feel like making the effort to going through the motions making a fire, so I had the little Altoids tin stove. I wanted to try it anyway. And it didn't work as good as I'd hoped, but that's what we do. We make stuff, we experience, we learn, we create, man. That's what I do anyway. There. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your support in this matter. Let's see if we can get this on now. I do have my regular old flashlight too, if the candle lantern doesn't work out. I found running my tripods in my pack belt to be pretty good because I can get at them and get them out quick. And I can put them away quick, so I don't have to take my pack off every time I want to get a tripod out. All right, there's my staff. Candle lantern's right there. Let's get ready. Well, there we go. It's been a nice bit of time at Chickadee Rock, man. Loved it. Very good. Rain yesterday got the brook running nice and hard. He's just rattling down the hill. And I guess that's what I'm going to do too. I've had my cup of tea, my Chaga tea. So that's real nice. That just puts you in a good mood too, man. That's a nice mushroom to drink as tea. And I had a little snack. My Vienna sausages, hot dogs in a can, man. Can't go wrong there. Heated it all up on the little Altoids tin stove. That wasn't really what I expected. I was hoping that would work a lot better than it did. It didn't really work great at all. But whatever, it heated the water in my tea enough that it leached the color out of the chaga. So that's good. And it heated up my Vienna sausages, but it didn't make nothing boil before it went out. But anyway, back to the drawing board on that one. It looks cool, but not functional. So anyway, I'm going to light my little candle lantern. I don't really need it to see, but I'm going to light it just to see how it works. If it works at all. If I can even hold my hand there and work my way down the hill with it and see if it'll stay lit the whole way down the hill. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this bit of time at Chickadee Rock as much as I did today, man. Very nice. I really hope you'll join me on the next one too. And I want you to remember something I've learned is that you will never find anything unless you get out and look. And man, get out and have a look. It's worth it. You never know what you're going to see out here. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now. Oh, I pulled it right out. Let's try that again. The majestic exit with my candle lantern. Let's not pull it right out this time. I want it low enough that me walking's not going to affect it. Now, Mors said when he was doing his demonstration, if you can spin it and it not go out, then it's legit. Ooh. Nice. I can spin it and it didn't go out. Oh well, let's head her down the hill. It's not hot on my hand either. Something else I noticed cool with that candle lantern, if there's no branch to hang it off of, it'll hang just on the nut on the paracord on my staff. That's pretty cool, man. I like that.